Hey Julia. So one of the interesting questions for me is why did you get into this space of leaders as coaches?
Yes, so I started out as a coach, so I coach managers and executives. I also did some group coaching. Furthermore, I also worked at a university, so I actually taught students how to use coaching skills, so students who wanted to become full-time coaches afterwards, for example, and I did research in the area. And the more work I did, the more I actually stumbled across the concept of leaders as coaches. And leaders as coaches is quite different to an external coach. And I wanted to work more in that area and really help managers and leaders to use the skill set, but use it in a way that actually suits into their whole leadership style and make it work for them. So Alex, you have extensive work experience across different sectors, but how did you actually get into the space of leaders as coaches?
So my journey started, I guess, in an interesting space, and I met many coaches who were coaching, particularly in the corporate sector, and their focus appeared to be on people who were earning significant amounts of dollars, who were very high performers, people who were already high achievers in their organizations. And organizations are made up of everybody. And I have a real passion for humanity, and I felt that skill set needed to be offered to everybody. And I wanted to be one of the people that contributed to the possibility of everybody, no matter who they were, accessing that. And therefore the natural target space is managerial, or people in managerial roles. But being honest, if you read the literature in coaching, it suggests quite strongly that managers can't truly coach. Is that right?
Yes, but it's not only in the literature. You also get it across when you talk to practitioners. So as I was trying to say, it's a different role. It was pointed out by other practitioners and researchers that it might be the most difficult role, and I would actually really agree with that. Because as a leader, you have not only the coaching skills that you want to use, but you also have other tasks. You are, for example, responsible for the outcomes of your team and so on. So coming back to your question is, I believe, yes, leaders can coach, but we have to adapt the coaching style that we use to suit the leaders, and we have to take the challenges into consideration. And we have to also explain to leaders when can we use it, when can we not use it, and what to do when you come across to the hurdles. So basically, you use the coaching skills, but you use it in a different way than, let's say, an external or internal coach would do. So I'm sure that many people who are watching this are asking themselves, well, how can I actually learn this skill set then? So what should I do?
I think, again, that's more complex than it might seem at the beginning. So there are programs like the program that we put together that's going to teach you some of the basic skills of learning to coach. But then as you start to roll that out, you're going to hit lots of other challenges. So I think it's a double-barreled answer, if you like. I think you need to formally learn how to coach, and then being coached yourself beyond that, I believe, will help you grow as a coach as well. And I know you don't particularly like this question, but why should I bother?
Why should you bother? Well, the research that is out there so far is showing us that there are positives associated for managers using a coaching skill. And I think that's mostly because coaching empowers people to come up with their own answer. So instead of this you do and tell approach, you actually walk people through it by asking questions, using coaching skills. And I think that empowering leadership style is very important in nowadays work environments.